Hey, Erica Sterwin here from Pink Buckaroo Designs. I have a very special back to school treat to share with you today. This is a hand sanitizer holder, and it's actually a triple decker hand sanitizer holder. I have made many hand sanitizer holders over the years, single ones and double ones, but this year with the pandemic, I thought, you know what, our teachers could probably use as much hand sanitizer as they can get. Now, my local Bath and Body Works did not have any apple flavor, which is what I was hoping to find. They only had two flavors, marshmallow pumpkin and coconut pumpkin, but I figured, you know what, they won't care what flavor it is. But if you could find apple or back to school hand sanitizers, those would look really cute in here. Okay, so let's get started. I think we'll make the little triple decker box first. Now, this little design has been my normal hand sanitizer design that I've used for a long time. And what we're going to do is actually make 3 of them and connect them together. All right, so you're gonna need 3 pieces of cinnamon cider cardstock that measure 3 3/4 by 4 3/4. Now, before I go any further, let me let you know that over on my blog, if you click on the link here on YouTube in the description, it'll take you to this post that has this project right here, as well as 2 others. All the information that you need, the products that I used and the measurements. You can download it, print it, save it, whatever you wanna do. Okay, so you're gonna do this 3 times. On the short side, we're gonna score it at 1 and 2 3/4. And on the long side, just 1 and 2. All right. Now, I'm gonna take my bone folder and burnish those lines like that. Now, on the long side, I'm going to cut these score lines right here. Okay, and then I'm going to cut this tab at an angle. I'm just going to kind of cut a sliver off each side. Now repeat over here and both sides. It will come off. There we go. All right, now I'm going to take my Stampin' Seal Plus, which I'm almost out of. Hopefully we have enough. Oh, no, I have another one. Perfect. All right, for these middle tabs, on the outside of these tabs, I'm going to put a little bit of Stampin' Seal Plus. On these, on the end, I'm going to do it on the inside. Stampin' Seal Plus right there on the inside. So these go on the outside, the adhesive goes on the inside there. Now fold up the back into those middle tabs, and then fold this guy all the way around the front. All right, now I'm going to take my scissors and just cut off those sides from the corner to the front corner, back corner to front corner, and there you have it. All right, so now we have 3 of them. Now, to do this, I like to grab some clothespins to help me hold it together. It's going to take a little while to dry, and I want it to dry without me having to hold it together. So I'm just going to put some Tombow like that, and then I'm going to take my clothespins. These are just little clothespins I got at Walmart. You can use any size. And I'm just going to clip it together so that it'll hold tight and that adhesive will really stick. A little more right there. Put them together, press them in, and get your clothespins and pinch it all together. Okay, so there we have it. We're going to set it aside for right now, and we're going to do the other parts while we let it dry. We're going to stamp this adorable little apple in both Real Red and Bumblebee. This is from the Harvest Hello stamp set. It's in the 2020-21 annual catalog from Stampin' Up. I love this stamp set. It also has a coordinating punch, and it could be a pumpkin too. So we're going to do Bumblebee ink on Bumblebee cardstock. Clean off your stamp, and then do Real Red ink on Real Red cardstock. All right, now you're going to grab your punch, and we're going to punch this out. If you like to color, you can also stamp this on Whisper White cardstock and color it with your Stampin' Blends or aqua painters or blender pen or even colored pencils. But I'm just gonna go the easy route and do colored cardstock. Now I'm gonna pull over a piece of early espresso and Mossy Meadow, and I'm gonna punch that little stem out of the early espresso twice. All right, and then we're gonna do Mossy Meadow leaf. I chose Mossy Meadow because it coordinates with the designer series paper that I'm using, which is the Heartfelt Hugs designer series paper from the holiday catalog, Heartwarming Hugs. You know, I can't ever get that name right. I'm pretty bad about remembering those names. I knew it had hugs in it. Heartwarming Hugs. Heartwarming, yes. I had to double check. All right, let's put these stems. I'm gonna do them kind of facing the opposite direction just for variety. And I'm going to do a little dot right there and a little dot right there. You could also use a glue dot if you want. Stick that on. And I was going to do that on the other side, but we'll go ahead and do that over here. Stay there like that. Okay, so we've got our apples. Let's move those out of the way. Now I'm bringing in some acorns. These are from the Beautiful Autumn stamp set, and it has 3 coordinating punches. One of them is this little acorn. So that's what we're gonna do here. I'm gonna stamp this acorn in early espresso on both cinnamon cider cardstock, and then again on my early espresso piece, which I just threw in the trash, but we need it. All right, I'm gonna do it twice. Okay, now we're going to use that punch to punch all 4 of them out. But we are going to cut off the bottoms of the cinnamon cider acorns and piece them onto the early espresso acorns. So we have a 2-tone acorn. Everybody loves a good punch. And when you get 3 in the bundle, that's even better. Okay, now let's see. Where are my tiny scissors? I guess we'll use, oh, they're right here. If they were a snake, it would have bit me. All right, I'm just going to cut off the top from that and cut off the top from this one like that. And then I'm going to come over here. Let's flip these over. And actually, this one needs a little more trimming right there and right there. All right, let's put a dot and a dot, and we're going to lay these on here like this. Okay. There we go. All right, now I'm going to move those aside and let them dry as well. Okay. Now I've got a piece of Whisper White cardstock, and I don't have my banner punch here, so we're just going to cut a banner ourselves. We have several punches that will cut a banner, and I would much prefer to use those. However, we're just going to go with it because I don't want to stop the video. Now we're going to stamp the sentiment. Again, the sentiment is from the Beautiful Autumn. My heart is grateful for you, because this school year, teachers are facing a lot going back to school. So I thought this was a good sentiment to let them know how grateful we are for them coming back to school for our kids. Okay, now the DSP, the designer series paper that I told you about, I have cut a strip 1 1/4 by 12, but that's not quite long enough to go all the way around our box. So I've cut another strip that's about 3 inches long, and I'm just going to add it to make our piece just a little bit longer. All right, let's see. I think our box has had enough time to dry. So we'll take those off. And now we're going to take this piece and run this Stampin' Seal Plus all the way down. And I'm gonna place it right there on the front. And I'm just gonna go around the back like this. Matching those edges. You might have to do a little bit of wiggle wiggling along the way to get them to all match up. There we go. All right, I'm going to pinch those corners to match the sides. There we go. And we can put in some of our hand sanitizers. These are all different ones I have from around my house. And let's put this guy, the banner, right here. All right. I'm going to have it sticking up a little bit so you really can't see that those hand sanitizers are, you know, what flavor they are. It doesn't really matter. Hand sanitizer at this time of our life is super important. And we'll take whatever we can get, right? All right, now let's do the little acorns. We'll do one right here. I'm going to use mini glue dots for these. Put another one right here. Kind of overlapping, kind of stuck behind like that. Okay, now last but not least, we have to add a bow, right? And this new Real Red braided linen trim is some of my favorite trim we have. And it's thicker than twine, but not as thick as ribbon, and it ties beautifully. All right, I'm gonna stick it on a glue dot and stick it right under those acorns. And there you have it, a triple decker hand sanitizer holder. Now these hand sanitizers come out to be about $1 each. So that's a very nice $3 gift for your child's teacher to help them feel comfortable and safe going back to school this year. All right, everybody, let me know if you have questions. Hop over to my blog. You can grab that PDF as well as find 2 other projects for back to school. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.